Yes, you are. You killed David, you made it look like a suicide, and then you framed him.
I killed David. But he was a degenerate. I'm not
Like, you
behind
guys need
videotapes.
me.
Then who is?
Kind of teach you what I'd be if I just gave you the answer, baby brother. You'll figure it out.
He still murdered people. Like, he's still got to go to jail.
What'd that even look like?
You would take a break.
I'll take a long, nice sabbatical to the Caymans.
No, he's not. What is he up
But
to?
I won't be joining you. See, I've also decided to make a life change. Andy Cohen asked me to become a real housewife of New York. I turned him down to focus on my family. Honey, the only reason I got back together with your father in the first place was to keep you safe.
True.
Naros is back in the picture, so I really don't see any reason to put my ambitions on hold. I'm divorcing you.
Yeah, all for it.
And
Do
yes.
you, girl?
For real. You win. But do take that trip. Riverdale most definitely needs a break from you.
Yeah. Oh no.
Mom, what the hell are you doing?
Why didn't you
Is
hide
that
it
what it
there,
was like for
Archie?
you? I called your Uncle Frank after George Augustine came to see
Wait.
you.
How did you know about that?
Because he came to see me too.
I wish you hadn't called Uncle Frank, and I really wish you hadn't watched this tape.
We need to send that to the sheriff or to Betty and Jughead.
No one's gonna watch this crap again.
Archie! Archie, please stop! You're scaring me.
What is his problem?
2 sons. One real, one fake. Both psychos.
How are you doing? Are you okay?
Of course, my brother's a serial killer. What I can't stop thinking about are
The videotapes. When he bugged the house. I don't even know who else could have had access to all that information. Who could have possibly...
what is it, Chuck?
I'm sorry, but you don't get to worry about me. You left. You have no idea what I'm going through.
Oh, you're wrong about that, kid.
You can't just fight all that pain.
I don't want your advice. Give me your best shot.
Pathetic. If you want to take me, let it out, Archie. Let it all out.
We could get the method.
I want you to be honest.
I said not jelly bean as like a vacuum
Yes.
never be jelly bean.
I don't know what I would have done if you hadn't showed up.
It takes years to heal. Maybe even your entire life.
Unfortunately.
I'm finally ready to turn myself in. Answer for the things I did back when I was a mercenary.
He's gonna help
The only
him
thing I need
understand
is
why the kid
representation.
turned
You don't
himself
happen to know any
in.
good lawyers in town, do you?
Yeah, I might be able to think of one.
It's Jelly Bean.
What, is this a joke?
No.
She trying to get him to stay.
She wanted me to stay. Best way to
She made
keep
up a
me in
mystery
town.
for him.
It was a mystery.
How?
Nope.
Ricky. They started hanging out again. I guess they roped in some of their friends. Just some kids from Archie's community center.
I have an idea. Let's make a movie. A real movie.
That first recreation, you remember it? It was Betty and I. She wanted to get my attention and it worked. Made all the masks and the props and the sets. It's actually pretty impressive. And that one was bad, but not nearly as bad as the one of Mr. Andrews being shot by the Black Hood.
How do you
And that was
not
her and
know that
Ricky,
that's
too.
too far?
And she did all this to keep you in Riverdale.
I don't think she understands the enormity and the darkness of what she did.
Sorry.
It's okay, JP.
It's not though. Like you.
Uncle
went
Frank and I are gonna
too
go visit Dad's
far.
grave.
It's gonna do it.
Losing my dad has been the hardest thing I've ever had to deal with in my life. But I know it also hurts Jeffrey Augustine and his father. When my dad passed, my dad didn't believe in an eye for an eye. What happened was a terrible accident. But Jeffrey's life doesn't need to be ruined. Fred Andrews believed in lifting up those around him and in second chances. And I'm asking you to do the same.
I knew we couldn't trust Charles, and lo and behold, we can't. But he wasn't the one making the tapes. It was Jelly Bean. Not Jelly Bean. What? I don't believe that her only reason for making those tapes is to get Jughead to stay. Now, I mentioned when she was looking sad, I was like, it's probably because he's going away to college. I can relate to that. I remember when my oldest brother first went to college. It made me sad. I was like, he's not going to be here anymore. It's going to be different. I didn't make a bunch of tapes that were inspired by actual killings that greatly impacted people's lives in a negative way to get him to stay. So I don't believe that that is her only reason for doing it. I think that these kids and her actually enjoy doing it. I think her and her friend, I forget the kid's name who was playing D&D with her, I think they're the ringleaders, and I think they're the ones that are supplying the parties with the tapes. I think they like this, and that's really creepy that they're gonna go more into that. There's something else going on there. It is not just because she was trying to get him to stay. Hiram just out of nowhere being like, yeah, okay, I'll go on vacation. You're right. I don't believe that either. He would not back down that easily. My father is the same way, where he is like, the day that I stop working is the day that I die. That is his life. He loves working, even though it's work and it's stressful and it's tiring. He doesn't care how old he gets. Veronica telling him younger, stronger men are going to take you down, that's just going to fuel him more. That is just going to make him want to prove her wrong even more. So I do not believe that he's just like, yeah, okay, we'll take vacation. Bye. But I am so happy that Mrs. Lodge will no longer be Mrs. Lodge. She's going to live out her dream to be a New York housewife. Go, girl, you do you. Get away from him. He is a psychopath. I get why Archie had his little outburst and freaked out and smashed the tape. I understand. He's going through a lot. He's dealing with everything, coming up with the court case and his father's death and getting the video and that triggering things. But why would you destroy the tape? Why would you not tell anybody about the tape? Like, obviously there's going to be more tapes that come. Why would you... This person must be someone you know or someone close to you where they're not going to stop. So why would you do that? And why would you freak out your mom? Why'd you bust up your TV, dude? I get it. He's going through a lot. It's a lot. But I just feel like that was so extravagant of a reaction. He is such a hothead at times, and he needs to learn how to get that under control. Hopefully he's going to do so. I mentioned this in the beginning of the reaction in regards to the first episode. I love how they wrapped it up real quick. It's like Archie's having this issue. He's going to act like a crazy person and act reckless. And then we're going to wrap it up and we're going to have him learn his lesson and understand that why he is doing what he is doing is not the appropriate reaction to have. He needs to calm down. He writes the letter for the kid, helps reduce his sentence. Luke Perry. I loved Luke Perry, and every scene with Luke Perry or talking about Fred Rogers, it's so much more emotional because he actually died. And I just love that they keep throwing things out there for his memory, memorializing, is that a word? Memorializing him and remembering him in this positive way, the positive things, the happy things they say about him. Like Archie's like, my father was about forgiveness, compassion. I almost feel like he is talking about Luke Perry, and I think that's so beautiful and sweet that they do that. But so much stuff. Crazy episode. Liked it more than the last episode. It just keeps getting better and better, so I cannot wait until next Wednesday. Everybody throw a like up on this video if you like what you saw. Let me know down in the comments. Did you like the first or second episode better? Subscribe if you have not yet. We do fun things here. Ring-a-ling-a-ling the bell to be notified when I upload new videos, and gotta soak this one in. Try to make someone smile today. You never know when you might need it next. Bye.